Are you ready for our next guest? Please put your hands together for Matt Cohen and Gil McKinney.
I'm gonna come sit next to you.
I'm back. Make some noise for Stephen Norton, the hostess of the most. This awesome.
What's up, bros?
And can we just give a special round of applause to Robot Mike for not screwing up that song for the first time ever.
Great job, Michael.
Appreciate it, guys. This is me and Dad up here.
What's up, Boston? I've never been to Boston before.
The way you're from Texas, I thought you just said, "What's up, Austin?" And I was like, you know we're not in Texas. I don't know what's going on right now, but many of you should be in these seats and you're not. You're somewhere else. So when you see those, oh, hey, where were you? What
You're
the hell's
here.
going on?
I'm so glad that you're here in particular. Thank you so much for showing up.
Well, we're here now to not answer your questions and tell you stories that don't really make sense and attempt to entertain you while the Friday people slide into this convention. You just have to understand how important Friday people are.
Friday people are the best people, man. We've said this for years, right? Friday people are the best people.
In most bands, the drummer is the backbone of the bands. Now I said in most bands, you know, like you guys
Not this one.
are the backbone of the convention weekend, because I know you've skipped school, you've called in sick to work,
Yeah.
you're here.
They woke up, they said it's Friday, ain't got shit to do.
That's right.
I'm going to the creation
I
con.
feel like you guys turn that song on in the morning. It's like, it's Friday, it's Saturday, Sunday, whatever it says. You know what I'm talking about? Or is that only on my algorithm? Nobody's got that? Okay. I'm going to take that, put it back here, work it out, I'll bring it back next time. Gil,
Matt.
what else should we talk about?
I woke up this morning and I got in last night, went pretty much straight to bed. I woke up this morning, I walked over to the corner of my hotel room and I threw open the curtains, butt naked obviously, as you do. And
he saw me like this.
And Matt was right there. Matt was behind the curtain. He'd been there all night. It's weird.
Just pretend I'm not here.
Anyway, I looked down, and there's a massive construction site. And all I could think was, God, I wish my son was here. He would have lost his mind. There were so many diggers. There were so many excavators and bulldozers and front loaders and skid steers and all the things you learn about when you have a 5-year-old boy.
That's right. All the things that are important, Gil, the things that move sand around the sandbox.
I mean, I was just standing there in awe, thinking, oh man, I gotta go to work today. And I looked down at these guys that are running this construction site in the cold. And I was like, oh man.
But you're like,
My job is...
you're like, I know what they're going through. You know, I walk through my air-conditioned convention, and I grab with my own arm the coffee being handed to me, and then I go over here and I eat the meal being paid for, set down in front of me, and I think, man, me and those construction workers have a lot in common, you know? So he actually said that to me as we got in the car this morning, and I thought the same damn thing. I, however, closed my window so I didn't have to feel bad about it. I went, look at them working hard, and now I'm working hard in here, right? This is me working hard. How's my hair?
How's my hair?
How's my hair? Is my skin shiny? Do I look like I have a morning dew on my face? This is about to
You had something on your face.
Spiral out of control.
It wasn't morning dew, though.
Gil, let's talk to some of these people lined up on the sides, because they're going to ask questions that are so breathtaking, so deep, so provocative.
Before we jump into that,
I was thinking
you've been to Boston before.
One time, 400 years ago.
400 years, that's a long time.
It's a long time. It's my previous life as young John.
I don't know why I've never been here before. This is a great reason to be here. Are most people from Boston or Massachusetts? Who is here for the first time ever? Yeah, all right. Who's been to more than 5 of these?
That's what I'm talking about. repeat offenders. That's my style.
Yeah, they just love punishment.
Yeah, they're like, we went to that convention and shit got a little wild. Let's do it again and see if we can risk it all. Woo!
Well, I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here.
Especially after, well, we won't even go there.
Yeah.
No.
We're still here.
We're still here. I was telling somebody the other day, they were asking how long I've been doing these things. And I said, shit, man, I think I did my first convention. I haven't been doing these as long as you, but
Close.
I think I did my first convention in the spring of 2014 in Washington, D.C. And it has been...
Shout out to Washington.
Yeah, D.C., am I right? Some kind of wild ride we've been on. So, very grateful to be here. Thanks to Creation, thanks to all the staff, and thanks to Matt Cohen. So let's get it.
And mostly thanks to Matt Cohen.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously.
If I wasn't here, who else would be wearing their son's t-shirt on stage? Anybody? My son would be proud. He'd be like, Dad, we're both getting used to having the same shirt. It's less laundry. That's what you tried to instill in me. You wear my shirts, I wear no shirts, less laundry for both of us. It's easier life. This is easier life. Anyways.
All right. Do we have some lines for me?
Hello?
What do you think? Should we get it over here?
Ask us the question of the question.
Ask us anything.
That's a lot of
Best
pressure.
question.
That's a lot of pressure.
Lots of pressure is on, yes, this is true.
There's a lot of movies that I have not yet seen. Some of the worst being... Were you going to say something?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah.
How old are you? I can't.
I'm 18.
You're 18. Okay, gotcha. Go.
Fight Club.
You haven't seen these.
I'm leaving!
Okay.
Pulp
Can't be here anymore.
Pulp Fiction? Okay, you haven't seen Pulp Fiction?
Forrest Gump.
Wow.
I'm putting myself on blast. I know.
I love it.
I know.
I mean, I don't love that you haven't seen them, but I love that you're putting yourself on blast.
Yeah.
Let me just say
Two of those are two of my favorite movies.
And I know they're good, but there are so many movies, and I've only been alive for and able to watch them for such a little amount of time.
What's the last great movie you saw?
Depends on your definition of great.
No, you tell me your definition of great.
What's
And then I'm going to debate you about it.
My father's definition of great. My father's favorite movie was Highlander. My last friend's in the cloud. We had to watch it.
What's your last great movie experience?
yours.
I just watched The Truman Show recently.
Okay, that's
Truman Show's cool.
Truman Show.
How old is your dad?
My dad is 47.
Holy shit. Your age.
Yeah. Hey. You act like you're a lot younger than
I'm the same age.
I am.
Here's the thing. Let's
I am almost as old as your father.
Let's just reel this back to this 18-year-old for a second.
Yeah.
And you said you hadn't seen Fight Club. When Brad Pitt sat down at Cannes Film Festival with Edward Norton, and the entire audience didn't even clap when Fight Club was done, Brad leaned forward to Edward Norton and said, "That is the best movie I will ever be in my life." And he was right! I love Brad Pitt. You need to see Fight Club.
I know.
I
haven't.
I can't even tell you a single serving portion joke because you haven't seen the movie.
Those are three great films. Pulp Fiction is one of those. Pulp Fiction is one of those movies for me, and I only have a few, but like if I happen to catch that it's on, I have to stop what I'm doing and watch it. You know, I can jump in anywhere, right? Because it's that kind of movie. I've seen it countless times. Love Pulp Fiction and obviously Forrest Gump.
And Forrest Gump was the first double disc CD I ever bought and owned myself.
The Forrest Gump soundtrack.
The double disc soundtrack, dude, it has all the hits, all the bangers on it, all the songs you need. You're not even paying attention now. You're not even paying attention. What did I just say? What did I just say? What? You're gonna make me go full dad!
The first music CDs that you bought were the soundtrack.
To what?
Forrest Gump.
What's that?
The movie.
You haven't seen it.
I haven't.
I like you.
I was getting my hair cut a few weeks ago. I was in Louisiana, and I went into this barbershop, and this kid was cutting my hair. He was probably, I think he was 21, so not much older than you. And we had a similar conversation, and I was blown away, like how many movies this kid hadn't seen. But so you're not alone. But like he hadn't seen Gladiator.
Oh!
He hadn't seen Braveheart.
That was my pre-drinking
Have you
game.
seen Gladiator?
Oh, yeah.
I might have just, I've seen a lot of them.
You can
Yeah.
save this whole moment. Have you seen Howard the Duck?
My question is, what movies would you recommend that I have not yet already said?
Big Trouble in Little China.
Let's see. Well, Braveheart. Definitely up there.
What are our must? Not like The Godfather or those, but like
Right.
cinema must. They don't have to be like Oscar winner, but like Indiana Jones, Star Wars. They're on. You have to have. What's like Howard the Duck? I like these. Howard the Duck, Big Trouble in Little China, Killer Clowns in Outer Space.
Oh my god.
Fight Club, we said. What was it? Requiem for a Dream, Goonies.
Oh, Requiem for a Dream.
I know. Listen,
I've seen Goonies and I've had a Goonies t-shirt and I've read it.
Okay, you're saving face here. We're
I've read Princess Bride. I've seen
Oh, that's cool.
Neverending Story. Neverending Story traumatized me because...
Sorry, traumatized me.
What about Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, what about?
Stand By Me?
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe.
Wait.
Legends of the Fall.
Okay.
Thank you. I love that movie.
Men in Tights. What's Lost Boys?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I tried to reboot it as a TV series and they fucked up because they didn't let me do it. So, way to go, network television. You screwed the goose on another one. You should have let Matt take the reins. But he was passionate about Lost Boys and vampires and the young, handsome Keith Sutherland. Oh, kiss his mouth. Don't tell my wife.
My parents also made me that I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer and a little bit of Angel as well.
My wife would be really happy. She's Buffy, like through and through. She's a big Buffy.
Big
And
Buffy
then
fan.
when Pee Wee Herman, whatever his real name is, dies in Buffy, and he's like, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. That's like a 10-minute.
Wait, he's in it? I don't think I ever saw that movie. He's in that? Paul Rubin?
Can you come up here and take Gil's place? He doesn't even. Yeah, Paul Rubin. That's his real name, not Pee Wee Herman. Paul Rubin dies for 20 minutes, and then he dies, and he's like this. And he's like, ugh. And then she says something, and he's like, ah, ooh. And he dies some more. And it's the greatest TV death, most realistic of all time. Because when I go, I'm gonna milk the moment the same way, and I want a close up, okay?
Do you like action movies?
I do.
Okay, best.
You ever see Heat?
I don't think so.
Oh, Heat. You gotta watch Heat.
And speaking
Amazing.
of, right, isn't that Val Kilmer?
It is Val Kilmer.
We just
Yes, R.I.P. Yes, Val Kilmer, Tom Sizemore.
Great movie.
It's a great cast.
Great movie.
It's
What other 80s, 90s action? Top Gun. Although, let's talk about Top Gun versus Top Gun Maverick, because at first I didn't like Glenn Powell. Now I'm a fanboy, because I watch Hitman and Twisters, and I was like, are we Glenn Powell people or no? Because his face bothered me in Maverick. I was like, why does he make that asshole face so much?
Punchable.
And I realized that's his face.
I think Matt's a little jealous.
And then I realized when I saw him in Hitman, he's one of my favorite actors now, ever.
What about that new commercial he has?
What is it? What's the commercial for?
It's a car commercial. It's for Ram. Yeah, it's silly.
I would drive a Ram truck if Glenn
But
Powell
he's wearing a long blonde wig.
Right, keep going. Tell me more. Did he have on his son's t-shirt like me? He looks so ripped. Damn it. Well, I'm a Glenn Powell fan.
I'm gonna keep thinking about these films for you. There's a lot of them.
One of my favorite movies of all time is the 80s Clue movie.
Oh, yes. That's like my childhood. I love that you see Clue. I want Clue, Stand By Me.
What's the best movie you've seen recently? Anything new on your list of like, holy shit, I was telling you I saw the Penguin series. I thought that was pretty awesome recently.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of the streamers lately, and with two small kids, it's hard to get a movie in sometimes.
Have you seen the Minecraft movie yet?
I've not seen Minecraft.
I'm being Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison for Halloween. I'm calling it right now. It's mine. Don't gonna try to take it. I'm doing bangs, I'm doing a wig, I'm doing pink jacket with fringe, and I am stuck in the 80s, so I'll answer that before you even ask.
I've been watching Severance.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Severance?
I heard it's amazing.
It's on Apple. And, The White Lotus.
The White Lotus.
If you haven't seen The White Lotus.
You're into the murder mysteries.
There's 3 seasons. If you haven't seen it, it's awesome.
What is it about The White Lotus? What's your favorite? Is it because you have to figure it out, or is it because the damn acting and the writing is so
I
good?
think it's the writing and the acting, and I love a good murder mystery kind of thing. And on just visually, it's set at this hotel called the White Lotus, and it's like think of like a 4 Seasons or some high-end hotel that's it's a chain all over the world. So each season is at a different location, and it's like a dream job for these actors.
Yeah. And you know how that show came to exist, right? HBO during the pandemic was like, hey, Mike, we need a show with 8 actors that we can put in a bubble.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, I'll throw something together tonight.
Right.
And that's how White Lotus was born.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, these actors got to season 3. They spent 7 months in Thailand shooting this thing, and they're shooting in this lavish, gorgeous hotel, and also staying there the whole time.
That must have sucked.
So bad.
Exotic hotel, awesome actors, great scripts, getting paid a ton of money. Everybody loves our show. What an experience. That's pretty awesome. That show has got a hell of a following. Quick.
Yes.
I'm not surprised because it is some of the best writing that's out there. Wait, did you have a question?
I think he answered.
The question was, what movies would you recommend? And then
Yeah.
spiraled.
Yeah. Why'd you let us do that? There's a long line behind you and you just let us ramble on like you have no control of the scenario.
We have 45 minutes to just spiral up here.
Here we go.
So.
Thank you for your question.
You're welcome.
And if you don't see Fight Club very soon, I'm mad at you.
You're mad. Okay, what you do?
Are they playing us off?
Dude. What?
Not sure what's happening. Never happened before.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, Friday people, we're gonna, I don't know what that was, but we're gonna work it out backstage. Question on this side. Let's go to
Hello.
the people in the dark over there. They don't have a light. We can't see you, but good luck. Oh god,
we're gonna get that microphone to work.
off. That's what 42 sounds
Handle
like
that, man.
when you jump off the stage. God, my voice is annoying. Jesus. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, I walked all the way over here. Now you can talk. I'm gonna give you a hug anyways, because now we're here.
Y'all might get mad.
All right, ask the greatest
I'm
question.
so pissed.
Oh, don't worry, I'll give you a hug later.
It's not
Alone in our hotel room after a bath. What's the question?
What is y'all's opinion on guy liner?
On what?
Guy liner. Eyeliner for guys. And when you wear it.
Guy line?
Guy liner.
Guy liner.
You know what it is. We both play stupid like, we're like, I don't know what that is. No, I don't see it.
I don't need it.
I will tell you this. I wore guy liner, or eye enhancer, as I like to believe it is, for like 5 years when I first came to LA.
Did you really?
Yep. And I also
does not surprise me one.
And I also thought, even though with zero musical ability, that I was in an emo band. So I wore eyeliner and had like this one bang that like came down and covered half of my eye. And everybody that looked at me, I was like, emotional.
Oh, I need to see pictures of
Yeah, I
this.
have pictures. And that's when I met Mandy, my wife, and she fell in love with that idiot. So, you know, she's into guy liner too, as far as I'm concerned.
So, hey Bree, how are you? Good to see you. Is guy liner, is this becoming a thing now? Or you're just curious in general?
I mean, it's been a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I got no problem with it. I've never,
It's a little judgy.
never worn
It's a little
guy liner.
judgy the way you're
Unless,
conversation.
yeah, no, I know.
Have you tried some guy liner? I'm gonna put some guy liner on you. You're gonna look yourself in the mirror and you go, ha!
I've
Damn!
worn some in my life.
Listen, it's not the same. You don't need the foundation like Jensen and Jared. You need the guy liner. The guy liner.
It just makes the eyes pop.
Yeah, it makes the eyes pop, and you can't take your eyes off of yourself because they're so popping. They're like, woo! And you're like, I'm young still, look at me. It's good.
Is any guys here wearing guy liner?
Let's see it. Guy liner?
Don't be shy.
Anybody besides me? We got
Gotta be one.
We got a guy liner. Come
Yeah.
on. Let me see the guy. Oh, do you have guy liner on? Really? It's what? It's brown? It has to be black if you're a real emo like me. Stop. Your blue eyes pop without any liner.
Are you the guy that just asked questions? And you're wearing guy liner? Looks nice.
Did we answer your question before?
We tried.
We're not sure what's happening right
AJ? Is it AJ? Okay,
now. Listen, guy liner is a thing. You should put it on your face, whether you're a guy or a gal, and watch your eyes go, ow! They do. Am I wrong? Why do you wear liner? I'm just kidding. Why do you wear liner? You just give me a fake answer. Say something. Guy liner is great. There you go. See, people know what it's for. And then if you don't have a pen, you can write with it. It's like a pencil through face. I know a lot about makeup. Ask me questions. I'll tell you. We'll lay it on the line. No? Okay, I'll shut up. Did we answer that question?
I think so.
Okay, so we're over here.
Hi, Matt.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
So I was supposed to see you in Austin when you guys were there, like in 2021, and you got sick with COVID, I think. So anyways, I've been watching you.
Gil gave it to me.
Yeah, I've been watching
After our
you
battle.
since you were on General Hospital as Dr. Griffin Monroe.
Oh, thank you.
Dr. Griffin Monroe.
That's right. I'm not only a neurologist and a priest, but also a stripper.
Yes.
For real?
I was before I got fired. Yes.
Yep, he was a priest. Yeah.
I had a breakaway tuxedo in an episode. As a doctor and a priest, I also had a breakaway tuxedo in what other genre of TV did they write that shit?
So my question for you is it harder to play in a soap opera?
Okay. No, I don't know where the question was.
Let her ask the question.
I just didn't want it to. There's children here, so tell me again.
Did you think it was harder to act in the soap opera or in Supernatural, like in a series, and why?
They're both very difficult when you struggle as an actor like me. They're hard no matter what. So General Hospital's hard because they're like, here's 75 pages of dialogue, we're going to do it in 2 hours. And then Supernatural's hard because here's 1 page of dialogue, we're going to do it by Jared Farts 200 times. They're both difficult for different reasons. I struggle on both fronts. What was your difficulty on the set? It's not like you stand across from Jensen and Jared and you're like, oh, this is gonna be easy. And then we're talking, right? We're like, hey, my name's Matt. Oh, nice to meet you. You're Jensen and Jared. And then all of a sudden this scene goes and Jensen's like, yeah, man, those are great jeans. What are we doing? We're talking like this now. And then I go, oh, I guess I'm young John then. We gotta all do this. Are you the Batman or am I the Batman? Jared comes in and he's like, oh, I'm the Batman. Everybody's Batman! But it really plays great on the CW. It really does. So, or former CW, whatever it was.
Is it? Yeah. Well, the former CW. I think the CW still exists, correct? But it's mostly golf.
Yeah, I think it's mostly like family game shows.
I never had the pleasure of working on as I break something. I never had the pleasure of working on a soap opera. Not that I wouldn't, but I did work on a video game that had like kind of a similar, like, here's a shit ton of dialogue you have to learn really fast. So that is challenging. Challenges on working on Supernatural. I guess, like, for me, the challenge usually would be being new to a show, you know, like trying to, like, that first day, there's something called like first day jitters, you know, when you're on a show. But I will say, like, Supernatural, different than any other show I was a guest star on, you know, because they were really great at making me feel welcome and making me feel comfortable. So, and
They try to intimidate me a little bit.
they try to the voice.
Yeah, when I first went on a show in season 4, they sat me and Amy Gumenick, young Mary, in the table read room, and I was like, oh, we're gonna have a table read with everybody in that episode. And nobody else came in. It was just her and I sitting at a table, and then boom, boom, boom on the door, and I'm like, oh. And in walks Jensen, you know, I'm gonna do it. And up here so y'all can see. Boom, boom, boom. And Jensen's like, I'm Jensen Ackles. And they're like reaching across the table, like over me, like, and I'm like, I'm small, I feel so small. And then I remember Jared coming in, and like James Bond, he just like leans way over the table and puts his 8-foot giraffe arm. And I'm like looking at it like, oh my God. And it finally lands in your hand and he gives me the grip. Gave me like a locked on grip.
Nice, yeah.
Like he was trying to like, you know, show me my position on the totem pole. And then he goes, I'm Jared Padalecki. And I was like, okay, all right. I don't know what to do now. Like who speaks next? What do I do? There was so much man from the two of them. Like it was like, wow, how much man we are. I was like, but I'm your dad. All right, what's my first line? Just so you guys know, I made you from my loins. You know? And then Gil made me from his loins. You know? We're all really from Gil's loins. So settle down. It went fine once we got on the set. I will say this, double down on what Gil said. You walk onto that set, those boys want you to be great. They absolutely want you to do well. So does the first AD, so does the director, so do the producers. And that's very rare because you'll walk onto other sets where they want their stars to feel like stars and the guest stars to feel like know your position. And Supernatural really makes a place where you can perform, you can be part of the family, you sit down, we eat together at lunch, we eat with the crew. It's really, really probably the best scenario you can walk into in Hollywood, right?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I mean, it's, I wasn't on the show very long, obviously, but it's probably my favorite job that I ever got to do.
Well, I mean, you weren't on the show very long, but you made an impact with your loins.
Yeah.
And then some Winchester's action, like, come on!
Yeah. No, it was a blessing. I loved it. I wish I could go back, honestly.
We're gonna bring it back to life. I guarantee the
first episode I did, as time goes by, it was kind of like my little movie, you know? I mean, I was in almost every scene, and we shot that, I remember it was, you know, they take 8 days generally to shoot an episode of network TV, and we shot 4 days, and then it was the Thanksgiving holiday, so we broke, and then I came back and shot the second half. So it was spread out over a couple of weeks, but yeah, it was just a real joy, and I've got some great memories working on that show.
And the show will live on somehow, some way. Honestly, I was talking about this at conventions last year. There's too much love and support and now new audience for Supernatural to dissipate into nothingness. It will be a movie, it will be a streaming series, it will exist some more.
I hope so.
Guaranteed.
I hope so.
I'm guaranteeing it.
I mean, you guys are still showing up, you know? You guys still show up. There's still new people every convention we do. There's people that are new to this whole thing.
That's right.
Trying to explain this to anybody that, you know, doesn't know the show or really what's going on, it's kind of, I don't know about you, but for me, it's kind of challenging. And like, I try to explain to them, yeah, there's the show, but then there's the show, which is this. You know, this takes on a life of its own, for sure.
The show was entertaining, and then the family that it was created through Supernatural, through this love of these brothers and this family and whatever, has created a support system for thousands upon thousands of people. I watch people meet each other for the first time at a convention, share a hotel room, share meals, share clothes. You guys know each other's pets' names after it's over. Like, that's what it should be. That's the human experience. And so if we could create entertainment that highlights the human experience, that's all you want to do in life, right? Just everything we do is a thing to take up time until we end up dirt at the end. So if we can have relationships that matter and care about people and a show that supports that way of living, hell yeah, Supernatural for president. Makes sense.
All right, we over here now? Did we answer your question? I think we did.
Hi
Hey.
guys.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Mary.
Hey, Mary.
Hi, so Matt, I recently discovered your Hallmark movies. Love them. And
Oh, boy.
Hallmark movies. But
Thank you.
both of you, if you could design your own Hallmark movie, anything you want, what is your Hallmark movie?
I got it. You got it?
Not yet, you go.
I got it. It's called All the Johns. and their dad. And it stars Jeffrey and Gil and me and Drake.
Oh, I thought you were going
Maybe I am.
kind of like Pretty Woman. Let's go with that.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
So Drake's on a corner in a short skirt like this. And then I roll up with Gil. No, I'm kidding. It's all the Johns, and it's a quirky comedy about all these dudes named John, not really related to the supernatural universe, but then we plant all these Easter eggs in the thing, and Gil's in it, and guess what? We all have a job.
We'll have a job.
Then we all have a job
As actors.
as actors.
I love that.
That's the goal. That's the goal here.
That's the dream.
My thing is I'm going to pitch Hallmark this. We'll do it. What is it? We'll do it. Give us the thing. We'll make it great. In our circle of supernatural people, I've been able to piece together projects. If you guys don't know, I directed and starred in a film with Brianna Buckmaster, Mark Shepard, Felicia Day, Ricky Whittle, and there's 4 other supernatural Easter eggs in it that I'm not going to tell you yet. We did that in January, thanks to the Supernatural fandom. I'm creating a cartoon. Gil will voice a character. Everybody from the Supernatural universe will voice a character. It's called Public Domain. It's based off your own local Cheers bar, but our bar is called Public Domain, and that's where all these previously super famous animated characters go to drown their sorrows. The Little Mermaid, Ulu, Tarzan, and they're aged into their 40s and 50s and voiced by your favorite supernatural actors. And this is all possible because of this room and this world. Come to the vendors room, see me over there, I'm going to tell you more about it, and for now that's it.
That's awesome.
We'll let Gil speak.
I did not know that I might have a job coming up.
Yeah, well, and my job, I mean, it's the type of job that you're really going to love and really not get paid for, but it's still a job where you can exhibit your lovely acting talents via vocals, and we know you have some lovely vocals. We'll see
That
you
sounds
Saturday.
fun, man.
We'll see you not only tonight on the karaoke stage, but Saturday.
Tomorrow night. Come to the concert. If you've never been to one of the concerts, you gotta go.
Raise your hand if you've never been to a Saturday night concert.
Saturday night special.
Now, put your hands down, everybody
Wait,
that
those
has
are the
been.
people that had been?
Hadn't been.
Hadn't been.
Now-
Who's been to a Saturday night special?
Make some noise, make some noise,
You gotta come. It's
good.
It's a good time.
It's a great time.
It's something I definitely look forward to. Again, I never did a Hallmark movie. I'm thinking like a Christmas Western of some kind. I don't know.
Oh, that's good.
Have they done that yet? Have they gone into the Westerns? How many of these movies have you done?
I've done 2. I'm the token Jewish guy in Hallmark, is what I've decided. I did a movie called...
Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you. I did a movie called Holiday Date where I was the Jewish boyfriend that came over on Christmas, and then they made me sing, and you know how I sing.
Oh,
And they made me sing Hebrew prayers.
Oh, wow. Good stuff.
In like a slow drifting shot across the thing where it's like really just me looking at the family saying all these Hebrew words, and boy oh boy is it weird. And then I came back and did a Valentine's one where I played a Jewish stand-up comedian named, wait for it, David Cohen. And do you know how hard it is to be a stand-up comedian on Hallmark? Oh, well, you can't be offensive and you can't curse.
That's gotta be tough.
So the jokes were hard to land.
Oh, wow.
And so they had like 4 cameras and put me in a comedy club with like probably 30 people.
And they wrote some
And they were like,
jokes for you.
go for it. And then they were like, if people don't laugh, just react as if they're laughing.
As if they're laughing.
So I'm like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, joke, dead silence. And I'm like, oh, it's all right.
Thank you. We'll fix it in post, Matt. We'll fix it in post. We'll
And in post, it's like a baseball stadium full of people like, ah! And me up there going,
enjoyable job, though? Like working doing those Hallmark?
Doing the Hallmark movies is amazing because they don't do overtime. They shoot an entire feature-length film in 15 days, and you work from the time you get to set to the time you go home, and that's it. They won't spend the money on overtime, so it's very fast. It's very productive. They shoot about 140 pages of a movie, and then they cut it down to like 110. But it's nice. Great crews.
All in Canada?
Mostly Canada, yeah. I know Adam Furry's just did 2 in Ireland. He's like, I guess they're like Ireland guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, so don't tweet it. Or do, I don't care.
All right.
We're revealing things.
Thank you, Mary. Are we back over here? Yeah. Hey.
Hi. So I'm a big reader. I really like my books.
Good.
And I don't know if you guys are also big readers or if at one
I'm a big
book.
book on tape guy.
Oh,
Or audible.
yeah, no, audio. We love audiobooks here.
Yes.
Isn't that great? So I was wondering if you guys are either reading something really great right now that you'd like to recommend, or if you've read something in the past that you were like, you cannot miss this book, please read this book. Give me a sales pitch.
Oh wow! See, I love this question so much.
Yeah? I got one book that I've read 5 times. It's called Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins.
Big fans.
Big fans. It's a struggle of a Navy SEAL going through, the Navy SEAL boot camps and all the things that he overcame to kind of be the motivational guy that he is today. When you hear his story, it is so brutal that you can't possibly feel bad about your shit anymore. You just can't. And I've read it 5 times, and each time was at a different struggling point in my life. And it helped me lift out of those situations. It's a really good book. Beautiful story of a son and his mom, the struggles that they had to go through to kind of exist in today's world. What about you, Gil? What are you reading, buddy?
Yeah. No, I love this question. God bless you. It's been a while since I've read a book, to be honest with you. I've never been a big reader. But I was telling my wife the other day, I was like, I need to start reading. I mean, obviously I've read books in the past. I couldn't tell you one that I would recommend or one that I loved. It's been a while, other than reading my kids' children's books all the time.
Which one's your favorite kids' children's book, though?
I mean, I've been going through this Hans Christian Andersen collection with my daughter. That's pretty fun. Just a lot of fairy tales and stuff. But she's 8.5 now, and so she doesn't need pictures anymore, which is nice. And so she likes to come
Nice from who?
and let me read to her. What?
No pictures? It's already progressive.
There's some pictures.
Guys, it's not
But
pictures.
it's, yeah.
If my kid brings me a book, the first thing I say is, does it have pictures? It's got to have some pictures. I'm not reading it without pictures. You bring me Harry Potter, it better not be those big-ass ones. It better be the small ones with pictures.
I told my wife the other day, anytime I think the last real serious book that I read was I got through 1.5 of the Game of Thrones novels, which if anybody's read that is some heady, that's some serious reading. But I
It's
did
like reading Shakespeare trying to understand it, though.
It's a lot to keep up with. It's a lot of names. It's a lot of places. I definitely had I had a map and a key to refer to as I was reading.
Good to see you.
Has anybody read any of those books, the Game of Thrones books? They're it's phenomenal. That one person created all of this from their brain. It'll blow your mind. But so that's probably the last book that I read. But I told my wife the other day, I brought home a book. She was like, "Why do you have a book?" And I was like, "Wait, I can have a book. I read. I'm a reader." She's like, "You don't read."
Do you ever just go to Barnes & Noble and buy 3 books?
No, I don't do that. This is what I do. I'm at a coffee shop the other day, and they had a take a book, leave a book situation. I love that. I love to be yeah, I'll take a book. Do I have one to leave? Probably not. But I'll peruse the books. Feeling all smart.
But you're hoping somebody sees you do it.
I don't know about
Is
that.
everybody seeing this? I'm looking at books.
I'm taking a book.
I read.
Taking a book.
Looking at books.
It's going to be in the backseat of my car for months. And then I'll return it. No. So I picked it up the other day. I'll have you know. And I brought it here with me, so I'm going to start reading it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get Gil to read in 2026, all right? Gil reads again in 2026.
Gil reads again. Anytime I do, though, it is quite enjoyable. I think for me, I told my wife I want to start trying to read at nighttime instead of getting, because you go through the night, anybody that has kids know, you go through the night routine, you finally get your kids down, and it's just you time, right? And I've gotten into the habit of that's when I'm on the couch watching something all the time, and I'm kind of at a place in my life where I need to not always do that as much as I enjoy it. It'd be nice to sit down or lay down and read a book. So.
Yeah, that was, I tried that a couple of years back when Macklin started falling asleep by himself, and then I opened the book, and it's here we I can't read one sentence in a book at nighttime. Unless
You're
it's
out.
pictures. If it has some pictures, I can make it like a 3-page. You know, I'm out. It's just, the night has left me. It's left my life. Like, once you have a kid, the night's like, skadoosh, I'm way over here.
Do you have a book that you would recommend to me?
Oh, I mean, I love Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. It's a post-apocalyptic book that I absolutely love.
Okay, Station 11.
He's not going to read it.
There's also, because you have an 8.5-year-old, so she might like The Girl Who Drank the Moon. I can't remember the author.
Also, he's not going to read it, but keep going.
But that's appropriate. That's
You get
appropriate for
it,
an
you get
8-year-old.
it, AJ. Oh, it's a great book. AJ gets it.
The Girl Who Drank the Moon.
So good. It's
Okay.
so good.
All right.
It's beautiful.
Still, he's not going to read it.
Come on.
But keep going. It's exciting.
You were just cheering. You were rooting me on.
I am rooting you on. I just wanted to. We got to be in the trust tree. I got to give her the honesty.
Shoot, you want my Goodreads? We can go back.
So
and
The
forth.
Girl Who Drank the Moon is appropriate for me to read to my child.
Absolutely.
You're not setting me up here.
Absolutely. Oh, we could go back and forth all day.
Does it have pictures?
I don't know. I didn't know you about it. There were
All right.
pictures in my head.
Those are two great recommendations. I will definitely do that.
The girl who drank the moon.
I will try.
No hard feelings. No hard feelings.
The first line of the book is like, "Can I get a glass of water? That shit was dry as hell." You know, it's a lot of dust up there. Dad jokes all weekend, folks. Welcome.
That's what they
And I'm
came-
not sorry for how bad they are.
Came for dad jokes.
Right. Hi,
Thank
save
you.
us. Save us from ourselves, quickly.
Hi, I'm Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. How are you?
Matt is a real gentleman. I just want to say that he gave me a chair out in the hallway.
It's really Sean
It's
that gave you
all
the chair.
for show. Were there other people around
Not the
watching?
electric chair.
Was it-
no,
was it
actually,
like,
there
look,
were
I'm
not
giving this
many
person
other
a
people
chair.
around.
Was Gil looking at books out there,
No, he
pretending?
definitely was not. Well, to get away from books, I'm a musician. I sing in a band, and I'm always super interested in music. And
What's the name of your band?
my name's the name is Big Yellow Taxi. We're a Joni Mitchell tribute.
Oh, nice.
Love it. Great.
Pretty awesome. We played in Boston a bunch. But anyway, I wanted to ask you if you could play a famous musician in a biopic, who would it be? Both of you.
Oh, Gil, you probably got a couple you could pull off.
I mean, Elvis comes to mind. John, what? AJ? What the fuck, dude?
If you could play this musician in any...
AJ, you know what? I actually did play Elvis once. And, it was a small part, movie called Elvis Has Left the Building with Kim Basinger and John Corbett. And,
I actually saw you in that.
Yeah, who did? Oh, you did?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
That was like one of my first jobs. And then there was like this whole, there's always an Elvis movie being made,
Yeah.
right? I remember auditioning for a couple other ones. There was a Johnny Cash one that I was supposed to do. And then 20th Century Fox came out, Walk the Line, and it kind of just sucked the life out of this made-for-TV biopic that I was supposed to do, playing Johnny Cash.
You're probably the reason they made the movie, though. You guys got them excited to make the movie by doing the TV movie.
Well, what they did is they went in, they bought up all the rights to Johnny Cash's music to keep us from making this thing. Anyway, that was a long time ago. But yeah, those, and look, Joaquin Phoenix as Johnny Cash is pretty spectacular.
I mean, it was so Gil McKinney as Elvis, but we'll take it.
Yeah. How about you?
I have to say, I would play
Oh,
a young...
what's up, bros?
Oh,